were told, your waiting season is a season where burden is released to behold the face of God uninterruptedly. You behold the face of God uninterruptedly, without distractions, without side confusion in your waiting season. Waiting also is the path towards the fulfillment of God's promises. You cannot fulfill promises if you do not wait. Wait is a normal path if you want to fulfill God's promise. So today, I'll be talking about becoming. My topic for today is the becoming in waiting. The becoming in waiting. There must be a becoming in waiting. If you do not become in your waiting, have you really waited? No. We'll be reading from the book of Habakkuk 2:3. For it says, for the vision is yet an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, meaning it will not delay. The vision is for an appointed time. That just means that regardless of how much you wait, there is a time that your waiting will come to an end. You will not wait forever. Waiting is a period of expectation. If you are waiting without expectation, is that really waiting? No. By the grace of God, I've been privileged to go to the labor room 4 times. And
hallelujah.
And these 4 times, the shortest of my pregnancies have been 40 weeks plus. My babies are always 40 weeks, 40 something weeks. In fact, the last one was trying to go to 42 weeks, but we had to push him out that you have to come out now. And I tell you for sure that the last period, the last weeks of pregnancy, it feels as though it's the longest. When you have 2 weeks to go, in fact, when you have 1 month to go in pregnancy, 1 month is like 365 days. It feels very long. That is because it is close. You can't say at 3 months, oh my God, I can't wait. You will wait because your baby needs to develop, your baby needs to form. There is no way you say, oh, you know what, I just want this baby out now. Because you know that will give you a premature baby, and that can also lead to health issues, to complications and all that. So no matter how impatient you are, as a pregnant person, you will learn to be patient. This is the same mindset that we have to put, that same attitude that we have to put to our waiting season, that right now I am pregnant and I am waiting because I know that I do not want my blessings to be premature. I want them to be well matured so that I will enjoy what I've been waiting for. So in waiting, we must learn to be patient. We must learn to be patient. You can wait in vain, but when you wait on the Lord and in the Lord, you do not wait in vain. Waiting can be done, just aimlessly, just carelessly. But if you do not wait with expectations, and you do not wait in the Lord, what's the point of waiting? It's like someone saying they are fasting. You are fasting, but you are not praying, not reading the Bible. Just go into your jollof rice in peace, because that is just hunger strike. If you say you are waiting, you must be waiting with purpose. You must be waiting with expectations. You must have a clear plan for why you are waiting and for how you want to wait. So there's this story that I love a lot. So I got introduced to waiting when I was 5. I started fasting from the age of 5, and my mom would always tell us this story about the eagle. It was until I grew up that I knew the actual thing. But anyways, let me just tell us. There's a story of the eagle that says the eagle can live for up to 70 years. But when he gets to the age of 40, he starts getting weak. Its talons that he uses to hunt and the beak, they start getting weak and bent and all of that thing. So at 40 years, the eagle has 2 options. Either to just stay there and be weak and die eventually, or it has to make a sacrifice. So for the eagle, when the eagle decides to make that sacrifice, to extend its life, what it does is it flies, it looks for and he flies up to this high mountain, and he stays at the top with his weak beak. He uses it to pull out all the feathers, and also crushes its own beak against the rock or something until it breaks. And the eagle waits for new feathers to grow. And this waiting that the eagle does, it takes as long as 150 days. The eagle knows that if I can sacrifice 150 days of waiting, I can extend my life further. Remember, it had a choice. The potential of an eagle is to live up to 70 years, but it has the choice of living up to 40 years and just staying and just dying. But if he wants to extend its life, all he has to do is make that sacrifice. After 150 days of waiting, new feathers grow. The eagle becomes stronger. It becomes stronger. And that's why they say those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount on wings like eagles. It is believed that when the eagle has waited, the wings are way stronger than it was before. And this story used to fascinate me a lot. Wow, so that means that when you wait, and after waiting, you be like an eagle and you have strength and all of that. But interestingly, I became an adult and I found out that story wasn't true. So scientifically, that story is not true, but it's a good metaphor for motivation that just shows us the transformative power of waiting. So in life, you have two options: to either stay in your comfort zone and be complaining that, you know what, I'm just tired of this job. You can either stay there and be complaining, and your life will still go on the same way. Oh my God, see my age, I'm almost 40, I've not achieved this, I've not achieved that. You have two options. You either start those things you want to achieve now, or you keep complaining. Either way, you will still turn 40. Tomorrow will still come, you will still turn that 40. But you can make that option and say, you know what, enough is enough. Today, I'm tired of staying in my comfort zone. I am going to make a move. I am going to make a change. I am going to work and wait. And wait for my appointed time. So sometimes waiting feels as though you are breaking. But the truth is you are becoming. In your waiting season, something is happening. You are not just wasting away. You are becoming. When the eagle is just staying there on the mountain for those 150 days, it's like, calm down. Now why are you staying there? But no, the eagle is becoming. Something is happening. New feathers are growing. You too, when you are waiting on the Lord, you might feel as though, I've been waiting on the Lord for this particular thing now. It's been 20 days. It's been 30 days. You are giving God a timeline, not knowing that something is happening in you. As you are waiting, you are praying, you are studying, you are spending time with God, you are becoming a higher version of yourself. You are stepping into a greater dimension of yourself. I love this Bible verse, John 12:4. John 12:4. It says, most assuredly I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much grain. If it dies, meaning that if you are able to sacrifice something, you want to achieve something, you are staying up late, that is you dying to your own desires. You feel like sleeping, but you refuse to sleep. But instead, you are making the sacrifice. Means that if you can die to those things, you will achieve more things. You will have more grace. But if you stand alone, you're just wasting away. Now, how can we wait well? Let's read 1 Samuel 1. 1 Samuel 1. But anyway, because of time, this is just the story of Hannah. We all know the story of Hannah. The posture that Hannah had during her waiting, she did not give up. She never said, I've been asking God for a child. For how long now? You know what? I'm tired. She had the right posture of heart. She had the right attitude. She didn't pretend like she wasn't broken. She let it out. She let it know that, this is what I'm going through. She didn't package. She was herself. And even when people thought that she was drunk, she didn't mind. Because she knew what she was after. She went to Shiloh despite her barrenness. She was going through pain. You can choose to say, you know what, I go to work Monday to Friday, so I'm not going to church. You know what, I'm going through this thing, so you know what, let me just stay in my house, I'm not going to church. You know what, this is what I'm going through. I feel so depressed. Forgetting that it is when you go spend time in the house of the Lord that your spirit will be renewed, you will be edified, you will feel better. So despite everything that Hannah was going through, she refused to wallow in isolation. Instead, she went there, she still went into Shiloh. Hannah made a vow to God that if you do this for me, this is what I will do. So in your waiting season, what are you doing with your time? What kind of vows and promises are you making? That God, if you can give me this job, this is what I will do. I will not let this job affect my service to you. It's not, God, you know what, if you give me this job, now you know I'm going to be too busy now, I'll just be pouring the world, I'll not have time for you again. Oh God, if you can give me this child, just give me this son, God. Girls are in trouble. Girls are in trouble, hide your daughters. No, if you give me this son, I will give you back to you. This son will serve you. This son is yours. I will make sure that to the best of my ability, this boy is going to live for your name. It's going to bring glory to your kingdom. So, what kind of promises are you making to God in your waiting season? This also matters. What kind of altars do you pour to during your waiting season? Always consider that in my waiting season, what altar am I pouring into? Is it the altar of God or the altar of the world? In your waiting season, you cannot afford to be doing anyhow. You have to spend it with God. Let's read the story of Daniel. Daniel 10, 1 to 13. Daniel 10, 1 to 13. Daniel 10, 1 to 13. It's quite long, but this is just the story where Daniel, fasted and he saw those visions and all of that. Daniel waited for 21 days. But guess what? Guess what, people? In 12, it tells us that then he said to me, do not fear, Daniel, for from the first day you set your heart to understand and to humble yourself before the Lord. Your words were heard, and I have come because of your words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days, and behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to me, for I have been left there alone with the king of Persia. Now I have come to make you understand what will happen to your people in the latter days, for the vision refers to many years to come. So this is for you to know that even though Daniel waited 21 days, on the first day, God already saw the posture of his heart. So when you want to go into a program, for example, you plan that, you know what, I am going to go on a 5 days fast, and this is what I want to do for that 5 days. God already sees the posture of your heart. So even for Daniel, from the first day, God has already heard him. But we saw what happened. The prince of the kingdom of Persia stopped the angel, and he had to rest, and he had to get the help of Michael. So when you are waiting, you don't give up. Imagine if Daniel had given up, the angel would have just gone back. But he didn't give up. He was held on the first day, but he still continued, he still carried on, he still carried, he was still praying for 21 days. Spiritual warfare, it intensifies in your waiting season. You might realize that, why is it that whenever I'm in a waiting season, there's something that goes on. I'll be having dreams, I'll be having different battles. It's when you are waiting that, that just something at work, people are annoying you, something's going on in your office, you're having some kind of dreams, you just don't understand. Because you are waiting, something is going on. You have activated something in the spiritual. So warfare will definitely intensify. Cannot just, in fact, if you are waiting and everything is just going on normally, you should even be suspicious that, am I really waiting well enough? Because if you are really waiting the way you should wait, something will be activated. You will trigger something. You can see that Daniel didn't stop praying. He humbled himself, he was fasting, and he was still doing everything that he needed to do. And Pastor has also told us on the things that we must do when we are waiting. The things we must do when we are waiting. During your waiting season, like Pastor told us before, you have to pray without ceasing. Do not get tired, like Hannah and Daniel. Despite the fact that Daniel's words were heard on the first day, he did not stop praying. He still continued. He still continued. So if you are praying for something and it seems as though there's no answer yet, continue. What if it's on the 21st day that the angel arrives with the blessings or the answers? It might be on the 5th day, on the 4th day, but never give up. Just carry on. Continue. Read and declare the word. Stand on God's promises. Remind God, God, this is what you have said about me. This is what you have said. This is what you have said in my life. You have said that you're going to satisfy me with long life. This is what you have said. God, this health issue, I don't understand what's happening to me. And I do not care, but this is what I care about. You said I will not die, but live. This is what you have said to me. So declare the words of the Lord in your life. Also, serve faithfully. Serve faithfully while you are waiting. Don't just say, you know what, see here. I'm just waiting, and nothing is happening. No, keep serving. Keep serving regardless of anything. Serve faithfully. Let your heart, let your mind still be there. Still, if you are a choir in the church, if you are a chorister in the church, still come, still sing happily. You know, and don't say because of what you are going through, you are no more singing, you are no more serving in the church, you are no more doing this. Still serve God diligently. Guard your heart with all diligence. Don't let different things come inside. Don't give room for malice. Don't give room for fight. Don't give room for offense. Offense hinders blessings. The spirit of offense is one that is very, very easy to come over people. And it hinders blessings. So in your waiting season especially, all times you are to guard your heart. But especially in your waiting season, you should guard your heart. Guard your heart as though your life depends on it, because it does. Even if someone is trying to offend you or annoy you, just forgive before it even happens. You know what? Don't come and post on side with my Gary. I forgive you. Please go. I know what I am working on. I know what I am waiting on. So just to add to what Pastor has told us, be in a godly community. Surround yourself with like-minded people. In your waiting season, who are you speaking to? Who are you talking to? Who are those that you are spending time with? Are you just on social media chatting with people or on the phone with your friend? You are talking for 2, 3, 5 hours, gossiping about people, analyzing their lives, all of those things. Who are you spending time with? Spend time with people that will sharpen you as an iron. Spend time with irons that will sharpen your own irons too. People that will edify you, people that will, help your life actually, not just waste your time. And number 5, keep expecting. Do not stop expecting. Keep expecting. If you are, say you are in the kitchen or no, or let's say you promise your child something, and let me tell you something, the worst people to promise something is children. If you want to give a child something, tell them a day soon or on the same day. If you mistakenly tell your child that, next week I will do X, Y, Z for you, every single day they will ask you. They will ask you. Even if you just said that thing just to get the child to just go away that period. But because they keep asking you every time, Mommy, you said you give me this. Mom, you said you that. You will have no choice but to give it to them. So when you are waiting, you have to keep expecting. Stay expectant that, this is that I'm waiting on God for. Although I've not gotten it yet, but I know it's coming. So do not give up. Number 6, fast as led. There are different kinds of fasting that you can do. There are different types of fasting. There is water fast, there is dry fast, there is juice fast, there is Daniel fast, there is food fast, there is social media fast, there is movie fast, anything at all that you just feel led to. Fasting is just like depriving yourself of the things that you will enjoy normally. So those things that you enjoy normally, depriving yourself of them, fast as you are led. Number 7, beware of the devices of the enemy. Beware of the devices of the enemy. After Jesus fasted, Satan came to tempt him. So know that in your waiting season, when you have waited, temptations will come. Temptations will come. But you have to be discerning enough to understand that in this season that I am, I cannot allow anything come and mess with my consecration. I cannot allow anything to come and mess with the things that I've been working on for so long. Because you know that just one small thing can just scatter all the work that you've been doing. It's like you building a brick with small sticks. And someone just comes and just gives it a tiny kick. Everything will just crumble. So you have to be discerning enough to understand times and seasons. And be aware of the devices of the enemy. And know that, why is it now that I'm waiting for something? That my husband is annoying me? Why is it now that this person is doing this thing to me? I should be discerning enough to understand that, you know what, it's not this person acting. The enemy is trying to use this person against me, but I refuse to fall into that trap. I will understand that this is a trap set for me, and I will not go into it. Now, what are you supposed to avoid when you are fasting? When you are waiting? Pardon me, please. There are some things to avoid when you are waiting. Number 1, comparison. Do not compare your journey with another person's journey. You have been waiting for something for long. Suddenly, someone gets it. You have been believing God for a new house. Suddenly, you see someone just post, how I bought my mansion. Because of that, you start having doubts in yourself. Start saying, all this waiting, said, what's the point of this waiting? What's the point? You know, there's no need now. Just see somebody else. Comparison is a thief. It's a thief of joy. If you keep comparing your journey with someone else's journey, you will always be sad. You will never be grateful. You will never be joyful. Not realizing that despite the fact that you are waiting for something, there are other things that you have already that someone else is waiting for. Number 2, speaking negatively. You must not speak negatively when you are in your waiting season. Don't let frustration make you speak negatively and say something that you should not say. Instead, decree and declare positive things. Say good things into your life. The power of life and death, they are in the tongue. If you know how to use it, you will enjoy it. So instead of being distracted and just saying things, you know what, I'm just tired, just saying things that you should not say. Say positive things instead. Number 3, giving bitterness a home. Do not give a home to bitterness in your heart. Do not allow room for bitterness at all. Like I said, it blocks blessings. It blocks blessings. Hannah didn't let the words of Peninnah get to her. Instead, she focused on her God. But when you let bitterness into your heart, you will just be offended, you will be cranky, you will just be, a sad person. Just be a sad person. You will not be able to enjoy life, the simple things of life. You will be acting too mature for yourself. Number 4, isolating yourself. And that's one thing the enemy likes. When you isolate yourself, yes, he's happy. He's happy. It's easy to break one broomstick, but it's not easy to break a bundle of broomsticks. So when you isolate yourself because you are in the waiting season and it's not coming yet, the enemy likes, because he likes lone sheep. Oh, this sheep is going to let me go to attack. That is when you start whispering things into your ears, start telling you things. Then you should now start saying, oh, you know what, anxiety, depression, But do not wallow in the pain of what you are waiting for. Don't let it get to you so much that you now choose to isolate yourself. Don't talk to anybody, just be there, just doing all those things. It is not good, because the enemy can easily attack someone that is alone. Number 5, making impulsive decisions. Making impulsive decisions. Do not try to create an Ishmael because of impulsive decision, impatience. When you refuse to be patient, you will make some kind of decisions that might cause havoc later on. Do not create an Ishmael out of impatience. Out of impatience, we saw what Sarah did, and we saw the results. And Ishmael was birthed, and as we can see the results in the world today. So let's be very careful that in our waiting seasons, let's not be hasty in making decisions. Let's calm down and hear from God. Even when it feels as though, you know, this is what I should do right now. Take your time. Take your time. It's like when you are angry, instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath. Pause. Take a deep breath. Count 1 to 10. When you count 1 to 10, you will feel, better. So waiting is never a wasted period. It is divine preparation. Just make sure that as you are waiting on the Lord and in the Lord, knowing so well that He is your strength. Knowing that He is your strength and it's not going to put you to shame. And what does the Bible say about those that wait on the Lord? We see that in Isaiah 40:31, it says, "But those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not fall." They shall not fall. They will run, they will not be weary. They will walk, they will not fall. Because you know what? They are waiting on the Lord. Not waiting in themselves. Not waiting in their own ability, but waiting in the Lord and waiting on the Lord. And because they know that God is the doer of all things. So, as I round up this sermon today, have it at the back of your mind that waiting on the Lord will always yield results. Regardless of how long it may seem. Remember that for the vision is yet for an appointed time. That though it may tarry, but it will definitely come to pass. As long as you are waiting the right way, you are waiting on the Lord and in the Lord. Let's just say a word of prayer. That God should help us to be discerning enough to understand when we ought to wait, the things we ought to do, that we might not wait in vain, that it should help us not to wait in vain. Oh Lord, we ask you for your help, Father God, that we might not wait in vain, that as we wait upon you in every season of our lives, that we will be like the sons of Issachar, that we're able to discern times and seasons, that our waiting will not be wasted, Lord. That you help us to know the things to do and not